Hey there folks, welcome back to OnDavidsBrain's Let's Play of Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance for the PS4. Sorry about the sun cutoff last time, but I decided that if I was going to go and fight against Xemnas, I just had to go and play around with my Dream Eaters a little bit and get my skills up to snuff. As you can tell by my stats here, yeah, I'm bringing Homura and Sayaka with me. And yeah, just all the more fitting then. I mean, yeah, this version of the world that never was really does kind of look like Homura's inner Soul Gem world. Yeah, when she was slowly becoming Homu Lily. But in any case, I'm also bringing Paul along since, well, he's got all the best he's got all the stats I need. And yeah, since after Xemnas, I'm going to be switching back to Riku, so figure I might as well just cut out the spare time. And
Riku! Kairi! I found you!
Sora, notice that Riku doesn't look like the way he did the last time you sort of saw him in Trapper's Town? And they definitely aren't this blurry normally. Or completely different people.
Ven.
Ven.
And they definitely would know your name's not Ven. Clearly not them.
Huh? What is going on?
I am going to strangle the editor.
You've got to wake up! Sora!
Wait!
If everything wasn't so blurry and slowed down, I could actually catch up to them. Ooh, no.
Whoopsie daisy. Wasn't easy putting you into a second sleep, and he almost woke you up.
So then, all that stuff I just saw, did you put that in my head?
They might be masters of nonsense, Sora, but not to that degree.
That wasn't stuff. It was a dream. The falling asleep part was definitely our bad.
Sorry about that, bro.
We can't put stuff in your head. Hey, I got an idea. Ask your heart. See if it's got a clue.
Well, my heart was aching.
Well, I take some aspirin for that.
That's why I kept going.
Oh, thank you, Sora's heart, for pushing him right into our clutches.
Hey, Zigbar, the
Aren't
snark is
hearts
my
great?
job, alright?
Steer us wrong every time.
You know, right? Because you all have hearts. Axel, and Roxas, and Naminé, and that other girl.
What was
I
her name
felt
again?
what Roxas felt. And they laughed together, got mad, and they grieved. You have to have a heart to cry.
It's about time you noticed.
Indeed.
is never lost for good. There may have been variances in our dispositions, but a number of us unquestionably showed signs of a burgeoning replacement. Once born, the heart can also be nurtured. Our experiments creating Heartless were attempts to control the mind and convince it to renounce its sense of self. But understand, one can banish the heart from the body, but the body will try to replace it the first chance it gets, for as many times as it takes. And so I knew, even after we were divided into Heartless and Nobodies, it was just a temporary separation.
Why then? Why did you lie to them and tell them they had no hearts?
Xemnas and
Because Riku.
Xehanort formed the organization for a specific reason. Round up a bunch of empty husks, hook them up to Kingdom Hearts, then fill them all with the exact same heart and mind. Translation? They were gonna turn all the members into Xehanort.
Make more Xehanorts? You tricked your friends to... But you, aren't you scared of just turning into someone else?
Me? I'm already half Xehanort.
Been so for about 10 or
That's
so years.
nuts!
However, through weakness of body, weakness of will,
Weakness of stomach, whatever.
or weakness of trust, most of the original members we had chosen for the organization were inadequate. Thus, naturally, they never had a chance to attain their goal. Yet, even this was to be expected.
Of course it was.
We have learned of the heart's folly, and we have achieved our other goals. This last excursion has proven to be a worthy closing assignment for the organization.
Just stop it! You treat people's hearts like bottles on a shelf, but they're not. Hearts are made of the people we meet, and how we feel about them. They're what ties us together even when we're apart. They're what make me strong.
Duh. You're strong because of the ties you have with other people. As if the Keyblade would choose a wimp like you. But no pouting. We see much bigger and better things in your future. Once you side with us.
And what makes you think he would? Seriously, you've given him zero reason to join with you guys.
I know the Keyblade didn't choose me, and I don't care. I'm proud to be a small part of something bigger. The people it did choose. My friends. They are my power!
Where'd you all come from?
Those are just words. You've lost. Fine. See where your power gets you here. Xemnas! He's all yours!
Oh, of course he could use his Magneto psychic powers to throw buildings at us. Why not?
As your flesh bears the sigil, so your name shall be known as that of a recusant.
Yeah!
And keep in mind, I'm still in risky winds, so, well, I've only had to put check on. Not done yet, Wamu!
Together!
Well, that was insanely... Well, that was easy. Riku Sigil. And now for Xehanort's whole, you won the battle but lost the war rant. And from Wamu to Joseph.
You... again.
You just make it too easy. I know you think you've won, but you lost the moment you dived this far in. You're in the deepest pit of slumber, and you've worn yourself down to nothing. There's no returning to the world above.
What do you mean?
It means you're done.
We told you. It was not the sleeping keyholes that guided you. They are not the reason you are here. You've been on a path, one we laid out for you.
How?
That sigil on your chest is the proof.
What?
Not an answer.
See, that sigil, the X. It tells us where you are at all times. You had wondered aloud before why we kept showing up where you were. It's because we need you, Sora. Or, to be more precise, we need what will be left of you. The 13th Dark Vessel. Why was it assured you would come here today? Because I followed my destined path, and I'm here looking at you right now. You can move through time, but time itself is immovable. Today, all of my selves throughout time were meant to gather here, and to welcome you, Sora, as our 13th member. These facts cannot be changed.
What's gonna happen?
Nothing that's going to concern you.
I have
Sora.
now told you all that I know. We are all here, and what the future holds in store is beyond my sight. I will return to my own time and grow into the man who becomes all these others. While I know this future now that I have lived it, returning to my own time will erase the memories and experiences I have gained here. Still, my appointed path is now etched in my heart,
You don't have to follow
which
it,
will
dude.
first lead me to seek the outside world.
Riku.
So you're literally just giving into predestination nonsense.
Your heart will sleep forever in the folds of darkness, and your body will be another vessel for me. So light gives way to darkness. Good night, Sora.
Oy. But there's still one last card to play. Sora gave shelter to Ventus, and so now it's time for Ventus to return the favor. I hope Sora gets his own Keyblade armor. Those things are cool. The heart's tied to Sora. And now it's up to Riku to go and save Sora. Master Xehanort and the true Organization 13 had a single goal: to recreate the Keyblade. Now that Queen Minnie was safe, King Mickey and friends returned to Yen Sid's tower with a guest. Lee seemed to want something from Yen Sid. With Xehanort's return drawing ever closer, the sorcerer was forced to take drastic measures, and so he agreed to Lee's request. King Mickey and the others were now very worried about Sora and Riku, but Yen Sid insisted that the two are still out of Xehanort's reach. After discussing various possibilities, the king stumbled upon the truth. Having given up his body, Xehanort was taking advantage of the period of time when a version of him had possessed Riku. He had been manipulating events all along. The king set out to rescue Sora and Riku. After unlocking the 7 sleeping keyholes, Sora found himself in the same world where Organization 13 had once held his stronghold. None of it made any sense. Xigbar appeared and revealed that Sora had been lured here, before plunging him into a deep sleep. The gray-haired youth explained that it had all begun when he was approached by a man in a brown robe, Ansem. Later, when the Destiny Islands were about to be swallowed by darkness, that same Ansem possessed Riku. Traverse Town. Sora had been here many times before. He saw King Mickey and the others run by. When Sora chased after them, he found Naminé around the corner. Except it wasn't Naminé at all, but some other girl in a black coat. Tears formed on Sora's cheeks for reasons he couldn't understand. Before he could reach this girl, his vision blurred. He spotted someone in a black coat and called out to the figure, but this time it turned out to be Roxas. Roxas took Sora's hand, and all the hurt he had suffered laced through Sora's memory. Laced? I don't know. Next, Sora saw Riku and Kairi, except they weren't Riku and Kairi. They were two strangers. They seemed kind, but called him Ven. Sora no longer looked like himself. He reached out to take the strangers' hands, but now they were Riku and Kairi again, and they were leaving him behind. He tried to catch them, but his legs were heavy. He could barely move. After a blinding flash, Sora found himself in his own past, when he was still little. Then the vision swooped away, as though he were being dragged out of it. Had these all been illusions? They were dreams, explained Xigbar. He and Xemnas went on to reveal other surprises. That nobodies could have hearts after all, and that the organization had been established for a greater purpose. Though shaken, Sora put his faith in the Keyblade and stood strong. The gray-haired youth pointed to the sigil on Sora's chest, which allowed them to keep tabs on him. Sora, he explained, was destined to be the 13th vessel they needed. Sora called Riku's name as he sank into the dark abyss. A single ray of light chased him down, down, down. Right before the darkness enveloped him completely, an aura of light appeared and clad him in armor. Thus protected, his body reclined in the darkness's embrace. The Rikusen Sigil. Xemnas, leader of Organization 13, gave new names to all who entered its ranks. Each name was an anagram created from the member's original name plus the letter X. This X is known as the Rikusen Sigil, and has manifested itself in both obvious and insidious ways throughout Sora's adventures. The Rikusen Sigil. I'm guessing that the Rikusen Sigil was on Sora when he was forcibly remerged with Roxas. But that doesn't explain how they were able to set up the sleeping world to lure Sora into the world that never was. That still doesn't make any sense. The heart's tied to Sora. Not long after Sora was born, his heart connected with that of a boy named Ventus. Ventus's heart had been torn apart, but Sora saved him by sharing a part of his own. Several years later, three young Keyblade wielders, Terra, Aqua, and Ventus, found themselves embroiled in a battle with Master Xehanort. In their travels, Master Aqua and Terra both met Sora and his best friend, Riku. Sora promised Aqua to keep Riku on the right path, while Riku made a secret promise with Terra. Not long after, Terra became a vessel for Master Xehanort, and Aqua vanished into the realm of darkness. As for Ventus, he shattered his own heart to protect his friends and returned to Sora's heart, where he sleeps to this day. Years later, after Sora got older, he unknowingly hid his best friend Kairi's heart inside his own to protect it. When Sora became a Heartless, he also inadvertently gave form to Kairi's nobody, Naminé, while creating his own nobody, Roxas. Another being was also created, a replica named Xion. Xion was formed from Sora's memories of Kairi, and she had the power to copy Roxas. Ultimately, Xion and Naminé realized their place and guided the pieces back to where they belong. Naminé returned to Kairi's heart, and Xion and Roxas returned to Sora's. Many hearts have touched Sora's, and those connections remain, but their stories ended in sadness, a sadness in which they still sleep. Well, that was depressing. Let's go and have ourselves some cute new fluffy animal friends. Yay! Alright, let's see here. Let's see here. Alright, Kagami, Kazumi, and Krillin. Yeah, I know Krillin's damage cycle is definitely going to be coming in handy soon. Ooh. Groovy. Well, if I knew that the Beelik's disposition would be groovy, I probably wouldn't have named it Ash, but yeah, never mind. Yeah, after some heavy, dark stuff like that, we just need a little bit of time to play around with our cute fluffy animal friend. The Space Duck, a good secondary rider, and the star of one of my favorite Madoka spin-offs. As a big elephant with a baseball cap and weird demon wings for ears. Yeah. And some people wonder why I love video games so much. Yeah, the Ducky Goose is pretty temperamental. Groovy. And yeah, Riku is gonna have the absolute hardest hardest time. Ah, there we go. I was starting to get worried. And yeah, Riku's also still... and yeah, the world that never was for Riku is still in Risky Winds. So, yeah, we had to go through the hard mode too. And since we can't trap the Sora anymore, it's like this permanently. Isn't that fun? Oh, this is gonna suck. Well, a little bit. Ooh. I just need some more wild fantasies. And I can get myself a Skelter Wild. I already have the Drakquack. A Zantetscan, eh? Let's get to it. I'm surprised that there isn't a trophy for getting through the world that never was on Risky Winds. Well, nah, too many random variables. There we go. Ooh, what does that unlock? Let's see, what's Cosme's level again? Oh, very close. 30. And wow, completely changed the location. Ah, and I can't even see what and great, I can't even see what Dream Eaters are running around or not. Oh well. I'll take care of that one before the final oh yeah, before the gauntlet of final bosses for Riku. Yeah, Riku has got, let's see, like 5 bosses to deal with. On the hardest difficulty. You know, folks, I do this to myself. But that's what makes it fun, you know? Hello? Nah, never mind. Actually, let me just check here, just to make sure I can create a new spirit. Ooh, so close. No, Negative. Well, there should be some more Ghost Tabakis around here somewhere to go and mine Wonder Span. So I'm not too worried.
Take this! Yeah! 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 Hut! Yeah! Hut! Hut! Yeah. Yeah! Yeah! Goodbye! Yeah! Yeah! You're done!
Yep, special portal.
Take this! Yeah.
don't care if I was able to get beat that. I still cleared the portal, so who cares? Let's see. Intrepid Fantasy. Oh, so close, so very, very close. I can't but think this is supposed to form something. I don't know what. Alright, so Cosme has Groovy, which unlocks some stuff. I just need to figure out the last disposition. Oh well. Oh. Clear out link portal number 1. Okay.
Heal!
Oh, almost forgot the chest. Oopsies.
Yeah! 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 Hut! Hut! Take this! Hut! Yeah! 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 Hut! Fire! Yeah! 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 Heal! Yeah!
Oh gee, an arena.
You're done! Yeah! Take this! Yeah! 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 Take this!
And the elephant has a skateboard?
Take this!
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Sorry.
Heal! You're done! Hut! Ha! Take this! Yeah! Hut!
No one else? No one else ever needed a...
Hut!
Okay then. Yep, really, really, really close now. Again, I'm just wondering how exactly did the did Xemnas and Xehanort go and how did they go and create this place? I mean, where do they get the funding to go and produce a castle like this?
Take this!
You think they would have had to take up a loan, or like several loans, or? This is one of those things that kind of requires an explanation. Well, I mean, not really, but it's just kind of silly.
Heal!
Block at least 3 enemy attacks. Alright, let's give it a shot.
Take this! Goodbye!
Ah, never mind.
Take this!
I don't think I've ever failed that one before.
You're done!
But whatever, they're all gone. Makes up for it.
Heal!
And all that just for a wondrous fantasy.
Goodbye! Take this!
Well, at least I know where there's a whole bunch of Ryu dragons, so I can go and just kind of launch Savage Fantasies. Keyword being try. And again, there's an elephant on a skateboard! My inner 90s kid can't help but just squee at the awesomeness of that.
Heal!
Up we go.
Take this! Fire! Yeah.
Skelter Wild. Might as well indulge and just take a peek at what's required to make it. A wild fantasy and a brilliant fantasy. Alright. Wondrous fantasy. The candy goggles. Oh, just one last treasure to go. And there it is. And Treasure Seeker. I found every last treasure. Well, that didn't get me an actual PSN trophy for some reason, but I definitely know this well. Or at least I should have gotten it. I should have got myself a trophy for, like, purchasing every single Moogle shop. Oh well. I'll just go through the portals, see if there's any I missed, and I'll get back to you just as soon. Well, just as we're about to confront the entire gauntlet of bosses. Till next time, folks. This is David Lab of OnDavidsBrain. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and contribute to my Patreon. Good night.